Welcome to our channel. If you're fascinated by stories of innovation, ambition, and determination, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future explorations. Let's dive into today's story: the incredible rise of the Indian space program. For decades, space was seen as a superpower playground, dominated by the United States and the Soviet Union. But quietly, behind the headlines, another nation was preparing to enter the cosmic race: India. And its journey to the stars is one of the most inspiring stories of ingenuity ever told. It began humbly in the 1960s. While NASA was launching astronauts, Indian scientists were building their first rockets using borrowed parts, some from the US, some from the Soviet Union, and others from France. The only available launch facility? A church in Kerala. That's right, a church. With the pastor's blessing, scientists used it to assemble rockets, often transporting parts on bicycles and ox carts. On November 21, 1963, India launched its very first rocket, creating an orange glow in the sky. Villagers saw it as a strange sunset. Scientists saw it as a beginning. And so, ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization, was born. With minimal funding but massive vision, it gradually developed the capacity to build, test, and launch rockets from Indian soil. They began with small-sounding rockets to study weather and atmospheric patterns. Each launch added knowledge. Each failure shaped progress. India's breakthrough came in 1980, when it launched its first satellite, Rohini-1, into orbit, becoming the sixth nation to do so. Despite setbacks with their satellite launch vehicle and its successor, the augmented SLV, ISRO learned fast. Their focus wasn't just rockets, it was impact. One of their earliest satellite programs, in partnership with NASA, broadcasted education to rural villages. Over 2,400 communities received lessons on agriculture, health, and literacy, often without electricity. A parabolic antenna in Ahmedabad transmitted these signals, and solar-powered TVs received them. This was nation-building from space. To place satellites into polar orbits, ISRO needed more powerful rockets. Thus, the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, or PSLV, was born. With clever engineering, India blended solid and liquid fuels, developed flexible nozzles, and refined control systems. The PSLV became ISRO's workhorse, launching Earth observation satellites and 365 foreign payloads from 36 countries. Then came Chandrayaan-1 in 2008, India's first mission to the moon. On its very first try, India not only reached the moon, but helped confirm the presence of water at the lunar South Pole, an achievement NASA called groundbreaking. Confident from lunar success, ISRO aimed for Mars. In 2013, it launched its first interplanetary mission. With a budget of just $74 million, India sent a spacecraft to Mars for less than the cost of the movie The Martian. That orbiter lasted 7 years, far longer than expected, sending back vital data on the red planet's climate and surface. ISRO was also developing a bigger rocket, the GSLV, but international politics interfered. The US pressured Russia to block India from receiving cryogenic engine technology. So ISRO built its own engine, the CE 7.5. It wasn't easy. The first attempt failed, but later launches succeeded, proving India's mastery of advanced propulsion. And then came the LVM-3, India's most powerful rocket yet. It can carry up to 4 tons into geosynchronous orbit and 10 tons to low Earth orbit. With a newly developed CE-20 engine, ISRO finally had a fully indigenous heavy launch vehicle. In 2019, Chandrayaan-2 aimed to land on the moon with a rover, but the lander crashed. Instead of giving up, ISRO improved the design. Chandrayaan-3 successfully landed at the lunar South Pole, making India the first country ever to do so. From carrying rocket parts on bicycles to soft landing on the moon, the Indian space program is a testament to vision, resilience, and scientific grit. And it's not slowing down. India is preparing to launch its first crewed space missions by 2026 and has plans for a permanent space station. What started in a church, with scraps from around the world, has now placed India among the stars. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more incredible science and history content, and leave a comment below. What do you think is next for ISRO? Until next time, stay curious.